episode of Investment Chat with Stephen Akintayo. I know you didn't expect this question coming.
Okay.
What is the investment you're making on your skin?
This 10 million that I've just been paid for this show.
Yeah.
Let me
buy
see.
a land. Let me
see if I can multiply it.
Thank you for coming on the show, and it's an honor having a legend like you here. The question is, 20 years ago you were looking like this. What's the secret?
What will I say is the secret? Nothing serious. I just make sure that I wash off my makeup every day.
Okay.
With soap and water.
Wow, amazing. So what was your first pay on this job?
The first
Yes.
or the first job I was paid for.
Yes. Okay. So
I won't tell you the
first
figure.
ones you were not paid.
I was paid. My very first job
Yes.
was actually the very first one that announced me, which was Domitila.
Okay. So was the amount substantial enough to invest when you started?
If I knew what investment was, I would say yes.
Okay.
Because 24 years ago, if you were paid about, I think it was almost 50,000
Wow.
naira 24 years ago.
Wow.
If I knew the kind of things I'm knowing now, I would have invested in something. And mind you, where we're coming from, in Nigeria, you can't. I at that time was already a mother. I'm a single parent. And there was no way I would make that kind of money without investing first in my immediate family, who have stood by me in thick and thin, most especially friends and family like that. So you want to do little here, little there, but if I'd known what I know today, maybe I would have paid some attention.
One of the things I always say is that two poor people can't help themselves.
At all. You said something that is really appealing. You said two poor people cannot help themselves. It's true. One has to be stronger financially than the other, then you can pull.
Rolls-Royce, for example, the wheel does not spin. The makers want that logo on the tire to always stand up straight. Attention to detail. Can you tell us how that has helped you in the past 24 years in the Nollywood industry?
You have too many people depending on you. What is your income? You understand? So you do this business aside the acting where you get the main bulk of money from. Mind if you're not investing, you don't have something that you say, okay, 10% of this one is kept somewhere.
Yes.
My dear, before you say Jack Robinson, with all of the society that we are in, wanting to create an impression, wanting to look good, to look outstanding based on your job, number one. Number two, how people will perceive you or receive you. At the end of the day, you will not have anything.
Wow.
I am running a small business that that I was doing before, like 18, 20 years ago. I dropped it. But I just told myself recently, what are you waiting for? If this is no more, what? Yes, there are so many other things that I do. But this particular one is a passion. Like what I'm wearing right now, I was the one that made it. I have people that work with me. Just it's nice. Very affordable. Very nice. You don't have to break the bank. Because I'm a plus size person, I know that there was this time that before you get anything, I said my sisters, they have, when they travel abroad, they get me very good stuff. And sometimes you're going to buy from the local shops, they make you look like your size is not in the market. One. Two, they now make you start feeling bad. If you have to buy twice the price. So I came back on with Ask Ada. What is it? Ask Ada what you want. If you like this style, we give you. Are you a plus size? You're small or big? Just start small and leave the rest. Invest.
G-Text Homes,
a subsidiary of G-Text Global, brought to you by Stephen Akintayo,
and is bringing you
Jasper Estate. It is located along the urban area of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria.
This is just luxury at the tip of your fingers with just 12 minutes drive from the Pine Tropicana.
It's 15 minutes from Dangote Refinery.
And it's 5 minutes to Lekki Town.
2 minutes from Stone Beach Resort.
It is just adjacent to the Dangote Jetty.
And if you're one that like to travel down memory lane and be in tune with the relics, Awolowo Museum is 5 minutes away. It is barely 11 minutes from Lekki Deep Sea Port.
Pick up that phone, dial that number, send that WhatsApp message to the number on your screen and secure your slot today.
Also available in Abuja, and 20% discount also apply.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
GTEX Home is a brand with vision of having the largest green and smart estate with innovation and technology. The vision has given birth to Jasper Gardenia along the coastline of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos. The first green and smart affordable estate. Now, Jasper Estate is just 10 minutes away from Dangote Refinery and is just opposite the Lekki Golf Course. And guess what? The title is Gizet. Now with 17 million naira, you can get a property here. Yes. And you can also make a down payment of 5 million naira. And you can choose not to pay it at one go. There is a stretch of 24 months payment. So what that means is that you have 2 years to pay for the property. So it is pertinent you are part of what is going on here, because here, my friend, is the future.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
Whoa, thank you for coming on the show once again.
Thank you
We
very
have a
much.
segment where we meditate in the car. So I
Okay.
want you to stretch your leg, just feel the car. You can close your eyes, you can touch the leather, feel the leather. It's actually the highest quality. It's made of bull. It's this bull skin. So just
Bull
close,
skin.
yes, close your eyes and say, yeah, imagine if this is your car.
Adame.
Love.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Law of attraction. You know,
Father.
just imagine.
I claim
Your
this.
Excellency, Madam.
Oh God.
Imagine they're opening the door for you.
Ambassador Adam.
Yes.
Oshilekun Rolls Royce. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I won't lie to you. I am flabbergasted and overwhelmed. The feeling is beautiful.
It's good.
I love the way
Come
I'm
back,
feeling.
come back to
I
the
don't want
earth.
to come back now. I actually did a video already to post and show them how I enter Rolls Royce.
Open them, gang.
I'm not coming down now. Just give me some few seconds. Oh my God. I love the one when I drive, because I don't want to afford for
Yes,
now. But
sir.
Rolls Royce, I call you. They are very comforting. It's beautiful.
Amazing. I always ask all my guests this question. Between a Rolls Royce, Ferrari, and Bentley, which one, if you were to be able to afford it, would you prefer?
I don't really know much about cars, but I know Rolls Royce.
Okay, so that one, it makes sense. It makes sense.
You don't say when Papa named it there. And we hear them from when we did small people. The people who drive at that side, their head did here.
The head, did you?
And the people who see the driver now, their head still did here. As I even there inside this one, and
Your head already did it.
the taste of a pudding in the eating. Ori Rolls Royce one. I'd like to own a Rolls Royce in future.
How much would you have been making
How much is that in naira?
every year to be?
How much is that in naira?
You know, around, you know, between 150 to 200.
Hey, well, okay. 150.
200 million.
Adam Obande. That's my father's name. In my language, Adam Obande. That's Obande, my father. Oh, come and tell me. I don't know if I've made up to. I don't know
Let's
if.
imagine.
Imagine. Okay.
Just
Imagine.
imagine. Let's assume the year I start making 100 million. I'm just giving an example.
Okay, the
Every
year I
year,
start- no.
consistently for 10
Every
years.
year.
You know, then
No, not
think
every year. If you're talking about every year, that means it will take another. I don't know. because of my values.
What kind of luxury will you be willing to get if you can afford it? To pamper yourself and say, I don't try.
Okay, I don't try. I take myself out, travel, just visit one very cool place, enjoy myself, have an average home that is very befitting and comfortable. Have plenty children around me that I will be singing and dancing for, encouraging them to become somebody. Those are my values. I'm not too materialistic, that's the truth. And it's not that I like the most beautiful things of the world. Take me through all the ends of the world. Let me travel and see places, make new friends, beautiful. Pamper myself, go to the spa, have a very good bath, a masua to massage me, all those stuff. I'll do that. What this generation is lacking is me, myself, and I. And a tree cannot make a forest, Want to be on a very fast lane, giving impressions sometimes that is not real. Some will not tell you that this is not where they make all their monies, but they come all flashy, and you see and you start. Even some of us will begin to ask, how much do they actually earn in a movie? They just create impressions, but if you know yourself, you won't be bothered too much.
Absolutely. So I want to ask, what are the 3 steps or 3 things you would do with your money if you were to start Nollywood again?
Invest quickly.
Invest quickly?
For a better tomorrow. Invest quickly.
Tomorrow. What type of investment will you consider?
Real estate pays. If I'm to start all over, I think I will I'll put all my energy. I'll put, let's say, 80% of my energy there. Then secondly, I love food. I love food. When I say food, I mean you can never go wrong with food. We eat every day.
So agriculture, the value chain, is that
agriculture? No, I'm looking at
agriculture.
Yes, thank you.
Owning
yes, that has always been, and I've delayed it for so long because I wanted to start it big, which is not. I wanted to start it big to fit the picture of who
the perception people have of you.
You just spoke the right grammar for me. That is it. Then go back to the farm. I'm from Bedouin.
Wow.
Those 3 things, I think I would have done them.
Hello guys, welcome to Burial 2. Last year we launched Burial 1 and in 6 months we're sold out here at Eleko. And now we're in Burial 2 and Burial 2 is juicier and better. Why? It has an approved gazette. So it has a government title. Very good document. And guess how much we're selling? We're selling for 15 million. You qualify to be able to pay just 10 million if you pay right now. And this slot is just 10 slots for you to pay 10 million. Once 10 slots is gone, bye. Yes, it has water, but we're creating roads. We are fencing around. There's some feeling for everybody in phase 2. You want to take advantage of this and invest today so that you can smile tomorrow. I love you, and I'm Stephen Akintayo.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
GTEX Homes,
A subsidiary of GTEX Global, brought to you by Stephen Akintayo.
and is bringing you
Jasper Estate. It is located along the urban area of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria.
This is just luxury at the tip of your fingers, with just 12 minutes drive from the Lakapine Tropicana.
It's 15 minutes from Dangote Refinery.
And it's 5 minutes to Lekki Town.
2 minutes from Stone Beach Resort.
It is just adjacent to the Dangote Jetty.
And if you're one that like to travel down memory lane and be in tune with the relics, Awolowo Museum is 5 minutes away. It is barely 11 minutes from Lekki Deep Sea Port.
Pick up that phone, dial that number, send that WhatsApp message to the number on your screen and secure your slot today.
Also available in Abuja, and 20% discount also apply.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
There's a whole lot that you see that in developed countries that people had leveraged on that fame to build wealth. So what do you think is missing in our own part of the world where we struggle to leverage on that popularity?
We don't value certain things. Our heroes past, they've not been decorated well. So if you are privileged, the leverage that you're talking about, okay, you come and tell your story. Yes, people have told stories. How many people buy books? I'm just giving an instance.
I remember, was it Teju Babyface saying one of his mentors who used to work with NTA there, and then the man said, Teju warale. Say no, but like if it's one, Teju what? Oh yeah, madasimi law. And if not for that man, he would not have gotten his first property.
He didn't lie.
You know, so will it have been that probably many didn't know the need to go and look for people like that?
Yes.
And say, I want to, show me this thing.
Yes. Many didn't know. I remember one time I relocated to Benue. I went back home, stayed back home for years. And one day somebody asked me if I'd graduated. And I'd wasted like 5 years. And I won't lie to you, I went in that day and I cried. But there was nobody I could tell why I was crying. Because I sat there and said, while I was looking for this, and I was so passionate about this, I would have achieved this. So we don't believe in mentorship here.
One of the question I want to ask you, even though I know it's a bit sensitive, is your journey being a single mother. What are your advice, investment-wise now, for single mothers? Okay,
you see, one of the problems I have is our society, if it's workable. If it's a workable one, even if it's a workable one, then you can start a small business. You get probably a loan facility from a bank. No matter what, no matter how little that thing is. When I had my child, at that age,
you're a teenager.
I was, and at a point, my father sent me out of the house, out of pain and all that. Yes, and I used to play football. Then I would think of how to feed this girl. We're together, and no mother, no father, nobody, just supports from here and there and all that. I started selling. My friend's elder sister, she used to sell this evening fish. That's what they call it. This croaker fish, fresh from the water. They call it the evening. In the evenings they come out. After my training, I run to the market there, sit with her, they sell with her. Then started selling fairly used on this. Because I had to feed my child. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not easy. But the truth of the matter is that I started something. That thing was sustaining me, even if it was not so much. There were times that, you feel like killing yourself. You want to commit suicide and all that. But if you just keep on moving, the fact that you have a child, you have the child, but does not end your world. The fact that you're a single parent does not end your world.
Doesn't even make you small.
You can only make you bigger with your dream and everything. And instead of that strength that you're using, let it propel you to doing something. I'm going to make something out of life. You go and get it. It's not easy, but I tell you, at the end of the journey, you'll be proud you did. But give yourself a target of 5 years. You will be shocked in the next 5 years where you are. And when you look back to where you're coming from, you will not believe you were the person. I'm telling you.
The motivational.
No, but that's the truth now.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that I'm feeling the motivational part of you. So I think you should go into motivation.
Motivation speaker call.
G-Text Homes,
a subsidiary of G-Text Global, brought to you by Stephen Akintayo.
and is bringing you
Jasper Estate. It is located along the urban area of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria.
This is just luxury at the tip of your fingers, with just 12 minutes drive from the Blackapine Tropicana.
It's 15 minutes from Dangote Refinery.
And it's 5 minutes to Lekki Town.
2 minutes from Stone Beach Resort.
It is just adjacent to the Dangote Jetty.
And if you're one that like to travel down memory lane and be in tune with the relics, Awolowo Museum is 5 minutes away. It is barely 11 minutes from Lekki Deep Sea Port.
Pick up that phone, dial that number, send that WhatsApp message to the number on your screen and secure your slot today.
Also available in Abuja, and 20% discount also apply.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
What were the best 3 decisions you took that you still encourage any single mother to take?
Okay, the first nanny my daughter, first nanny my daughter had, I was crying one day and she looked at me and she said, "Why are you crying?" I said, "This innocent child is suffering too much for what she doesn't know. And I'm suffering so much for being a mother." And she looked at me and she said, "Forceful is no fool." So when you make a mistake the first time, you're not a fool. But when you repeat that mistake, and I told myself, number one, I wasn't going to get pregnant out of wedlock. Again, I will never have any child. I will not bring any child into this world that I'm not prepared for.
Powerful.
I told myself
Powerful.
that I will never, I don't know how D&C looks like.
Wow.
And I don't think I will ever know.
Wow.
2, I told myself that I was going to be a very big woman. Because I dropped out of school and it was like everything in my life. You know, when my father was in the Navy, so you know, like you have plenty, they used to have those days, they used to have plenty children. And once you beat, if you repeat once, the next time they forget about you and move to the next person.
They move to
because
that
yes,
child.
you understand, that's how it is. I knew I said I was going to be a very big person that will influence people positively.
Wow.
So in my consciousness, no matter what, there were very bad moments. When I mean bad moments, very ugly moments where I even got addicted to alcohol and all that. I'm not ashamed to say all those things. God somehow turned all those stories, because at that time that I was being into all this, I had the privilege to still run into some people that were going through their time, that needed somebody to stretch a hand. So I talked to them from my experience. And some of them till today will still relate. Some of them are drug free, because I used to smoke weed too. And today we use all those things that we pass through to talk to some people that you don't really need to get high on cheap drugs and all those stuffs. You don't need to beat yourself. All you just need to do is just trust yourself with that picture that you have of what you want to do and follow it.
I have one of my books here for you. It's called, this book chronicle.
How to make 7th coin.
Yes, it was the first business I made my first 100 million in. I've written 35 books, by the way. This is just one of them.
Whoa.
They're all on Amazon. So on behalf of the organizers, we have a couple of gifts for you. I want to say a big thank you for coming.
Thank you. This pinky baby looks good.
Yes, I was supposed to sign your cup or your mug. Let me see if I have the...
If you have not signed it,
you know, let me see if I have the pen. Okay, so this is for you. At least you always remember this show, you know, and say yes. Okay. Always thank you once again for coming. And I say a big thank you. This also
thank you so much,
You
Stephen.
are welcome.
I am going to call you. You are going to talk to me.
No
you are not just going to talk to me. You are going to mentor one Sarubonga now.
Guys, I want to say a big thank you for watching this episode of Investment Chat, Rolls Royce with Stephen Akintayo, and we've had a great time with an amazing woman.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
I enjoy the ride in the Rolls Royce. It is.